Across the blazing deserts of Afor, where the sun burns fiercely above endless stretches of golden sand, one dragon stands as the commanding leader of the Brass Wing. His name is Aurix, an ancient brass dragon of considerable strength and experience. Aurix oversees the brass dragons of Afor and remains ever watchful for signs that the forces of evil are once again attempting to establish themselves within the desert realm. Authoritative, confident, and fiercely devoted to those under his protection, Aurix carries the responsibility of leadership with unwavering determination. But he is still, unmistakably, a brass dragon, and Aurix loves to talk. Stories, history, strategy, observations, questions, debates. There are very few subjects upon which Aurix cannot find something to say. A conversation intended to last several minutes may stretch considerably longer if Aurix becomes particularly interested in the subject. Those who know him have learned an important lesson. If Aurix begins a story, it may be wise to get comfortable. Yet beneath his gregarious nature lies a dragon shaped by one of the darkest moments in the Brass Wing's history: the legacy of Hespherus. Before Aurix assumed leadership of the Brass Dragons, that responsibility belonged to Hespherus, a charismatic and powerful brass dragon, renowned for his abilities in both battle and diplomacy. During the Battle of Vacari, Hespherus fought Drakthor, a formidable Black Dragon. The battle was brutal. Hespherus ultimately defeated Drakthor, but victory left him severely weakened. Before the exhausted brass dragon could recover, Zylron attacked. The red dragon exploited Hesperus's vulnerable condition and killed him. For Aurix, the manner of Hesperus's death has never been something easily forgotten. Hesperus had already fought and defeated a powerful adversary. He had been wounded and exhausted when Zylron struck. Whatever others might call the encounter, Aurix does not regard it as an honorable victory. He regards it as the killing of a weakened dragon who had been given no opportunity to recover or defend himself properly. In the years following Hesperus's death, Aurix took his place and assumed responsibility for the Brass Wing. He carries Hesperus's legacy with him still. And although Aurix may be known for conversation, warmth, and even humor, there is considerably less humor to be found when the name Zylron enters the discussion. Guardian of Afor. Aurix's responsibilities extend beyond his own wing. The Brass Dragons have long maintained a powerful presence within Afor, and the Brass Bastion remains one of the realm's most formidable strongholds. Once primarily the domain of the Brass Wing, the Bastion has begun transforming into something greater. Dragons from several noble wings now share its protection, bringing different abilities and strengths together in defense of Afor. Aurix has embraced that transformation. For him, protecting Afor is more important than preserving the Bastion solely for the Brass Dragons. If the forces threatening Vacari are willing to cooperate, adapt, and change their strategies, then the noble wings must be willing to do the same. The Brass Bastion therefore stands not merely as a monument to the Brass Dragon's past, but as part of Afor's future. and Aurix intends to make certain that future survives.
Aurix's Dragon Rider, Zara Sandstrang. Among the people of Afor's light settlement is a woman whose talents make her an unusual choice for a dragon rider. Her name is Zara Sandstrang. Zara is a bard, lore keeper, and accomplished archer. Her bardic abilities existed long before her bond with Aurix. Through voice and music, she can strengthen courage, help allies maintain their concentration, ease exhaustion, support minor healing, and disrupt the focus of enemies. Her abilities do not replace warriors, mages, or healers. Instead, Zara's greatest strength lies in helping those around them remain focused and effective when fear, exhaustion, and chaos threaten to overwhelm them. She carries a bow and quiver as her primary weapons and is capable of weaving limited bardic magic into particular shots. A portable lyre accompanies her for storytelling, ceremonial music, and more intricate bardic work, while a signal horn allows her to communicate with riders and forces across the battlefield. Her voice, however, remains the heart of her magic. After becoming Aurix's rider, Zara learns to use those abilities from Dragonback, maintaining bardic songs while Aurix maneuvers through battle and using her bow whenever direct combat becomes necessary. Her armor reflects her homeland as well. Like other dragon riders, Zara wears armor originally created by the Luminara, but the dwarves have redesigned the armor used in Afor to better withstand the desert climate. Zara's armor is further adapted to preserve the freedom of movement and breath control required by an archer and bard. With black hair, dark eyes, and the equipment of both bard and archer, Zara presents a very different image from the traditional warrior many might expect to see riding an ancient dragon.
But perhaps Aurix's choice should not be surprising. Zara is a keeper of stories. Aurix has centuries of them to tell. She understands that history is more than entertainment. Stories preserve the deeds of those who came before, including dragons such as Hespherus, whose sacrifices help shape the world they now defend. Where others might eventually attempt to escape one of Aurix's lengthy recollections, Zara is considerably more likely to ask, "What happened next?" which has created an entirely different concern within the Brass Bastion. No one is quite certain which member of this dragon and rider partnership is going to do most of the talking. Aurix insists the answer is obvious. Zara has declined to comment. The other brass dragons have begun taking bets.
Aurix may possess the curiosity and endless conversational enthusiasm for which his wing is famous, but neither should be mistaken for frivolity. He remembers Hespherus. He remembers what happened when evil once held power within Afor. And he understands that the forces threatening the desert realm have not disappeared. Now the Brass Bastion grows stronger. New riders are being chosen. Old alliances are expanding. Dragons who once defended separate territories are learning to fight beside one another. And at the center of the brass wing stands Aurix. Ancient, watchful, commanding. And unfortunately for anyone in a hurry, still talking.